Hey everybody, well, we're working on the front here and just got the tire off after literally beating on it while it rotated for almost 5 minutes with a rubber hammer. I mean, from the looks of it, they're almost original front bearings, or pretty close. Rusted on to the spindle here, but focus on the spindle. Whatever. Yeah, it doesn't want to focus on the spindle because that's just the way it wants to be today. So, got that, and looking at it, I thought the front was just a regular rim, but from the looks of it, and all the pieces on it, it looks to be a split rim. So, that's going to make changing and at least putting a tube in this a much easier task. And there's that over there, the changer. The foam right there is for a futuristic thing. Gotta ship something out, so we'll get to that later. Also, I got these out of the trash, P-pads. They work really great for leaking oil. It's got a couple seals that leak very slowly, so I'm not gonna tear into the engine unless it becomes real bad, and I really hate to do that. But anyways, that's another day. So, since this tire's flat and everything, we'll try to get the bead broke on it. Get lube on these nuts first on here and everything. And then get the bead broke, get the half rim done and everything, and get a tube thrown in or pumped up. And here's the major difference between pumped up and not pumped up sides. I mean, there's your knot, and then there is. And that one's still holding air, so I'm not going to mess with it one bit. I did lube the spindle there for hopefully futuristically it'll be easier to get off on this side, but I'm pretty doubtful. So progress is progress. And another thing I want to try to do while I'm here is get grease zerks, drill here and put grease zerks in for the kingpin. 84 they started doing that, and this being an 83 model, they didn't. Also back there I said I wouldn't paint anything. Well, I painted the whole rear on it just for haha, right over the dirt, the very light surface. So now, not going to worry about doing a super wash, and I know that the seal's falling off there, and not 100% worried. Just take good care of the chain. So, alrighty, be back here in a bit, hopefully with either it being broken or tube being in and inflated and ready to change out bearings, I guess. So, stay tuned, everybody. Alright. I know it's nighttime, and I'm just going to quickly show this because this bead would not break for its life. I think it's been bead sealed, but thankfully it's a split rim. So, pretty much what I've done here is I've separated the two halves enough with all thread. You use one piece, two nuts in there, and you just keep rotating the inside nut, and it separates enough to where you can take out most of the tube. You put a second rod in, and separate it enough to hold it, and then take your original one out and you can pull out the rest of the tube. Repeat the step and vice versa. Make sure your edges here are smooth and everything with the new tube. And theoretically, this should work, because I went out to Harbor Freight, bought the mini tire changer, and it couldn't even break this bead. I mean, I've had so much force on it, it's unbelievable. So, that's the job here. So, hopefully in the morning, or here actually in a little bit, maybe have a nice little, yay, it's done, and don't have to do that one. But when it comes to changing tires on these, there's going to be no choice but to literally cut the tire off the rims. That's the only option there is. So, see you in a bit or in the morning on a video.